What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're attempting something absolutely massive. We are trying to build the longest train ever in Wonders of Sodor. For my first attempt I headed over to the Anova quarry and spawned a ton of trucks. So I wanted to shunt all these trucks into place, but when I moved the first ones with diesel, well, as you can see right here, things didn't exactly go the way I imagined. I later tried again with Thomas, but it wasn't looking any better. It looks like the Nova quarry is out of question, but what better place to shunt trucks than the Vickerstown shunting yard? After encountering the usual problems, I finally managed to arrange all trucks. So finally we were actually going. What you can now see is my journey with Thomas across the entire island of Sodor. I hope you enjoy the video and music, and I will just comment some problems, but I will keep the voiceover in the background. If you like what you see, like and subscribe to see more videos. As you can imagine, driving across the whole island would take a very long time. Indeed, it took 3.5 hours. So, in what you can see here, I just made a bit of fun and then accidentally left clicked and uncoupled the wagons, which was not so good. So now you have a time lapse of me trying to get the train back together. Finally, we were going again. Imagine the accident we could have had if the trucks bumped into me. When I finally reached Gordon's Hill, I realized we had a big problem. Thomas was pulling like 500 trucks. How would he get up the hill? Whew, that was close. We finally came to a stop. So I realized Thomas couldn't handle this alone. So what better engine to climb Gordon's Hill than Gordon himself? On top of the hill, I tried removing Gordon and continuing only with Thomas, but soon I realized with not even half of the trucks on the hill, Thomas wouldn't be able to pull them up. So I used Gordon to get down the other side of the hill. As I now reached the bottom of the hill, I could delete Gordon and continue my journey with Thomas. crossing over the Nepfort Bridge, our journey will soon come to an end, but not quite yet, as we haven't reached the Anova Quarry or Farquhar yet. Our journey took so long that we can finally see the sunset, which looks very beautiful, especially in the autumn mode. Finally, we reached Titmuth Sheds. As we also want to go right to the Anova Quarry, I now have to switch to Gordon and pull the train from the other side, because with only Thomas, as we saw on Gordon's Hill, I think the steep way to the quarry would be very impossible. As I reach this big tunnel you can see right here, the way to the Anova Quarry was already beginning to be very steep. So right when I was nearly out of the tunnel, Gordon was beginning to slow down until he stopped. I tried coupling Emily to Gordon because I thought two big engines can handle more trucks than one engine, but it looks like I was wrong. I thought maybe a third engine like diesel would do the trick. I don't know if I bumped Emily too hard here, but all three engines started rolling back. Yeah, this wasn't good because I had the brakes on, the other engines were trying to go forward, but we were going backwards because of the trucks. So I had to wait until we came to a stop. Eventually, I think. Take some time. Finally, we came to a stop. I hope we can make it up the mountain now. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, this got out of hand very quickly. I think because I was locked to the cab view because of the tunnel before, I couldn't really see where I was going and didn't notice the quite big curve. Tight curve, I mean. So, yeah, what a mess. But as I decided I didn't want to give up, I took Thomas with 15 trucks and then climbed on top of the mountain to the Innova quarry. This was my journey with Thomas and the longest train I've ever seen in Wonders of Sodor. I really hope you enjoyed the video, the music, the scenes, etc. because it was a bit much work to edit this stuff. You know, it was originally 3 hours. But nevertheless, I hope you like it. Please like and subscribe and comment what things I should do next in Wonders of Sodor so I can make a video out of it. Thank you.